Good morning. Still at Standing Bear a little after 7:30. I intended to be hiking half an hour ago if I could, and I could have. But, not a good night. Woke up in the night, didn't feel good, and ended up getting sick. I was sick a couple times during the night. Not common for me, hasn't happened in years. So, stayed in bed a little longer this morning. Got up, went out, got cleaned up, went to the bathroom and whatnot, and then came back, rested a little bit. Had a little bit to eat. I want to make sure it will stay down before I get out in the woods and find out I just can't do it. Not feeling strong this morning, but, didn't expect to, I guess, after that. I don't know. I'll get out of here probably in the next half hour. I got to make a decision and hopefully get headed north. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So that's south, and that's north. So heading up, about 2/10 off the, 2/10 back on the trail. Going slow. It's gonna be a challenge for me to get up to speed today. Long uphill. I got first half of the day anyways, all uphill, and then get my mitten out of the way, and then a little bit of downhill before the campsite. Short day. Glad it's a short day because I probably couldn't do. I know I couldn't do a long day today. Heading north. So 10:30 in the morning, beautiful hiking day. I'm going slow. I started off my morning with afternoon hiking legs, if you will. Nice hiking, but so I've come up about 1,100 feet in 2 hours. I'm not quite making 1 mile an hour, so I got to work on that. It's always easy to pick your pace up as the day goes on. Not. I got about another 1,800 feet to the end of this first up today, and then I got a bunch of down. I got about, around 6 miles to the shelter where I'm looking to go. Got time, but I need to keep my pace up. Like I say, beautiful day, nice breeze. Probably 50. Just got passed again by Toppo. Toppo passed me going down into the knock. Asked if I could stay with him. I said I didn't think I could make it that night. I didn't. And then I had breakfast with him at the knock. And then when I got shuttled up to Fontana Dam to hike south back to the knock, Toppo was there at the shelter in Fontana Dam, and then he made it through the Smokies and was out on Friday. Took Saturday with his folks, and then just hit the trail this morning. Didn't expect to see me. I didn't expect to see. Well, I kind of thought I might see him. He didn't expect to see me. Always a pleasure to talk to him. Heading north. Fun to watch. He walks at what I would call a brisk walking pace on the level, but he does it going uphill, so he really makes some time. Head north, and it's that way. There's a water supply marked back a ways. There's a couple of good campsites there. I want to show this one. So here's a stealth site here. Obviously, you can see the fire ring. Can you imagine being in a tent at what appeared to be a pretty good open stealth site when that bad boy came down? I mean, it wouldn't have to hit you. I think you'd just die of a heart attack. Can only imagine the crash when that came down. So farther down, back half an hour, whatever for me. This stream is kind of like two, and there's an island in between, and there's a number of places where people have obviously set up stealth sites on that center island. I have a single wall tent, so I'd be a little hesitant to do it, but hey, if you need a tent site, it's a tent site. And obviously this one is a good one that would appear to be an excellent one, but that big tree crashing down is a little scary, but hey, you gotta live with it, I guess. Hopefully, anyway. Head north. It's about noon. I'm at about 3,400 feet. 3,400 feet? 3,700 feet. Yeah, 3,400 feet. I wanted to take this because I don't know if I'll be able to see it again later. I don't know if you can tell, but that whole range of mountains is quite a bit higher than where I am right now. That's the Smokies. Down through that valley and up the other side, you get up into the Smokies. So, maybe Klingman's over there, the highest one. Maybe not. I don't know. It's not this one for sure. Could be that one over there. And it may be back even farther. I don't know. Anyway, continuing north. Still uphill. Been all uphill. Trail's been good. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. It's coming up on Snowbird. Got the AT sign. There's a woman up there with her dogs. But it's funny, a while ago I could see the FAA tower through the trees this time of year without leaves. And then it vanishes. It's not too far beyond that AT sign. Be there in a few minutes. Head north. Survey marker on Snowbird Mountain. And you can just see the antenna right there through the bushes. I'll walk over and talk about it a little bit. So this is on the top of Snowbird. This is an FAA VOR antenna for TAC, actually, I think. At one point, these were kind of the backbone of the aviation navigation system. You could tune the frequency of this antenna into a device on your plane and identify that you had the right one by an identifier code it had. And then it would tell you what the bearing was you were on from it. And you could turn and fly towards it, or you could just use that as a line of navigation combined with something else to find out where you were. Like when you flew towards it, there'd be a little indicator that said you were going to and what bearing you were on, and a little needle that lets you stay on that line left to right. And as you went over it, it would flip to from. It was always cool to look down and spot them. A lot of them are located out in places like this. A few at airports, but most of these bigger ones are out places kind of remote. And then as you went over it, you could either keep going straight, or a lot of times that was your turning point, and you'd change to a different outbound bearing, and it would say from, and you do the same kind of thing. You'd fly along a bearing away from it, either towards your destination or maybe towards another one of these that was too far away to receive yet. Pretty cool system. So in addition to, and it's obviously still running, by the way, you can hear it. I can hear the motor, the generator, whatever it is, running. I don't know if you can or not. So get a quick look at the view. Quick look at the view before I head on. Just saw a hiker come in. It was a through hiker that I stayed with, or was at Standing Bear last night. I didn't think he was hiking today. So I know they don't want you camping right over by the FAA thing, but top of Snowbird's kind of like a saddle, like a lot of these. So you can see the FAA units right over there. Real nice stealth site right here. I mean, if it's real windy, obviously you're going to get beat up. There's not much cover, but it would be a nice view, and probably a really nice sunrise. See the mountains around. Different view from here too, so I figured I'd swing around. That was the trail, AT northbound. That's where I'm going. Mostly downhill for the rest of the day. Mostly. This is one of the shelters where they have had a lot of bear problems, to the point that they've had to close this shelter in the past because of bears. So this is, I think, about halfway down the trail. So it's like 2/10 from the trail to the shelter, supposedly. I haven't got to the shelter yet. But they've got this set up as an obvious kind of brand new upgrade. And it's, you know, obviously the reason they've got it so far away is so that it doesn't draw the bears down near the shelter, because there's bound to be some smells of food coming from this when people store their stuff in there. So, good upgrade. You see brand new chain, brand new box. So they're trying to deal with a bear problem here. This has been one of the bigger bear problem areas. Not this time of year normally, but an area anyway.